I'm just worried it's gonna fall down, particularly in places like this, where I'm going uphill. Yep! The hardest part, I think, was sort of my workday starts the evening before, when I prepare my clothes to wear, including accessories, making sure I got my makeup. I've got my snacks, and as I was cooking dinner, I also made sure to have enough for lunch. So a couple of these things obviously need to go in the fridge, and a couple of things need to go over here. Here I've got some vouchers for boots, because I've got errands of boots tomorrow, and I've also got my letter about my smear tests, so I'm gonna call and book that in tomorrow, because that's obviously something we do not want to miss. Ladies, you get that letter, you book your smear test, all right? Here's another trick to us time-strapped people. It's putting a weekly planner and menu on the fridge.
Mommy, I don't know.
Hej älskling. Ditt hår ser fortfarande spektakulärt ut.
Mommy.
Well, I've got this absolutely adorable little cutie
Mommy.
begging for my attention.
I'm doing.
And it is her bedtime, so I'm gonna get my bag packed and then I'm gonna put her to bed.
What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
It is such a beautiful morning. If I had £1 for every time somebody has said to me, I don't know how you do it, I would be significantly better off actually. Who do I approach to get paid? So how do I do it? How do I manage? The answer lies in preparation and organisation and productivity. I think those are the three skills that I have really developed since becoming Elin's mum. Well, becoming a mum in general. Preparation is all about thinking what can be done in advance. What can I do the day before, or even several days before, or weeks in advance. I like planning out my work wardrobe for each new season, for example, and I'm probably going to do a vlog about that when I get the chance, of how I try things on, see how they combine with each other, have an idea of basically what outfits can I put together at any given time and use. There's also the whole thing of preparing my outfit the day before, so I can just crawl out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning and not have to think about it. Lunch is prepared, snacks are prepared, everything just goes into my bag and I'm ready to leave. The organisation aspect comes from knowing what's happening and when, where I need to be when, where the rest of the family needs to be and when, and just planning, scheduling, that kind of stuff. You saw from my fridge this morning that we have a weekly planner that we put on the fridge, and we also put our weekly menu up there. And the weekly menu allows us to plan our shopping list, which means that we're not wasting unnecessary money, we're not buying food that we don't need or not going to eat. We reduce the amount of stuff that we throw away. And also we're having the weekly calendar there. All of that is in Google Calendars as well. We have color-coded calendars for every family member in Google too. But it's just nice having it visual right there in front of us in the kitchen. It makes it easy to chat about things. And also having planned the menu together, then Rob knows what he's cooking on what day, or I come home from work and I don't have to think about anything. I can just literally get on with getting food on the table for our family. I think I'm up to the point of being productive. For me, that is being smart with your time. Know what you want to accomplish and take the opportunities when they're presented to you. At home, it means, are my kids actually giving me a few free moments? That really is it. Will Elin lie on the floor and play, and will Alice be there and play with her? I might get 20, 30 minutes out of that. There's so much that you can get done in that time. At work, it's going through tasks in short and intense bursts, and then kind of switching up and doing something else or taking a little break. The coffee break, obviously the coffee break is important, right? I use my bullet journal to write down what it is I want to get done. I take the opportunities that are given to me, not procrastinating, not kind of just farting about and not really knowing where I'm heading. I have a direction, I have a goal, I know what I need to do. At some point in a busy day, you need a little bit of downtime, and that tends to be my journey home. I can work, but on the way home, I actually prefer to either sit and meditate or just read a good book. Final moment for a little bit of reflection, to mentally leave work and society at large, and knowing that I'm going to be inside in a minute seeing my girls and my husband. And the reason I go to work and the reason I vlog, they're all behind my front door. A really important part of my day is to give Alice a bit of attention. She has to manage and be independent so much of her life because Elin comes home really tired, really needy, needs to go on the pump, needs to have a bit of a nap if she can, or at the very least relax, and Alice just has to cope with that. So when I get home from work, it's really nice to be able to give my little girl all of my attention, include her in the cooking, making sure that she really feels that she comes first every now and again.
Vill du ha namnams? Namnams? Du vill det? Vill du ha namnamaten? Okej. Vi har mat till dig, tjejen. It is very late now. It is 7:30, so it's definitely past Alice's bedtime and it's approaching Elin's bedtime. But we've only just finished dinner. So here's another part in how do I do it. Sometimes, actually very often, imperfect. You don't always get it right. You don't always manage the timings. Okay. We have been fed, we have been medicated, we have been snuggled and cuddled. And it's time for me to hand Elin over to her dad so that he can put her to bed, and for me to grab Alice and put her to bed. That's the end of a long and tiring day. Both girls are asleep. I'm absolutely shattered. It's time for me to end the vlog here and say goodnight.